Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are only responsible for your half of the relationship. There are two halves of every relationship, but you're only responsible for your half. It's not up to you to control the other. Respect the other, and there is always going to be peace in that relationship. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrial close up 133, Nasdaq up 48, S&P's up 13, gold contract down $13.10, trading at $1,331 an ounce. Silver down 38 cents at $19.21 an ounce. Platinum off 14 bucks at $1,025 an ounce. Copper down 2.5 pennies at $2.17 a pound. Light sweet crude off 138, trading at $44.55 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note up 5 ticks, 131.15. 30-year bond up a full point, 7 ticks, 169.15. King dollar up 130 ticks, trading at 95.34. The euro is at $1.12, and the yen is at 100.36. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You have the SPY. SPY traded up $1.32. You're at 215.56, so you closed over the high of yesterday. We had gap down, and the bottom of that gap, folks, is $215.88. And because we closed over the high of yesterday, that's saying it's going to go at least after the gap, meaning 215.88. So you're approximately 32 cents above where we are right now. Today, the high was 215.68. Dow Industrials, same type of setup in the Dow. Bottom line, Dow gets over the high of yesterday, just barely, but it's over it, $133 up. The low that it wants to go after is 18,254, and right now we're at 18,228. The NDX 100, the 3Qs got back over where they broke out from this past week. Yesterday, you come back inside it. It failed. Bottom line, the Qs are at $118.50. Anything over $118, that's going to go after the high once again, which is $119.27. The Nasdaq Composite did the same. Nasdaq Composite was up 48 bucks. Anything over 5375, and right now you're at 5305, 5275. You're at 5305. That is saying that also is going to go test that high. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract had a price spread today of $1,344 was its high. $1,331 is the low. Closing low, that is. It went to $1,327, and you did have a expansion of volume. We did 175,000 contracts. That's versus yesterday, you were trying to go higher with 127,000. That's quite an expansion, folks, 50,000 contracts. That is saying that there's more selling pressure inside the gold market. I expect, number one, you're going to come down to the lowest swing point, which is the 1309, and I expect we're going to break it because this looks to me that it's been building costs for quite some time to get to the June 24th breakout area, which is that 1259 area. If we take a look at silver, you have the same setup in silver. Silver is always more volatile than gold, going up and going down. Silver is actually also given quite a bit of information out that it wants to go after its lowest swing point. Silver came down 38 cents today, 64,000 contracts. This is going to go after the $18.76. And with silver, I expect silver is going to go somewhere about the 1735 level. So you're talking a real number on the way down. Now, notes and bonds. This is where it's going to get a little tricky, but when you take a look at this, what you're going to see is that we failed in the 10-year today and the notes. And this is what we did. So the notes went up and tested 131.18 today. We got into that level, and you got to 131.21. You closed underneath it. Bottom line, volume-wise, not bad, but you need about 1.2 million contracts, and we did 1 million contracts. So we'll see if, in fact, it can keep traction above the 131.18. The 30-year also failed. The difference is that the 30-year, I expect more than likely we're going to see. Yeah, this is going to try to get up into the 171 area. You know, this has been. We went up a full point today and 6 ticks. You did 200,000 contracts. Now you're running into 330,000 contracts as well as 348,000 contracts. The thing that's pretty wild out here is this, and this is, I want you to wrap your head around this a little for the market, meaning market up, correlation, how these bonds are also up. The correlation is normally just the opposite. That has changed. And it's really subtle, and you know we'll see. You know if in fact that is how it's going to continue to trade. And when I say it's changing, most of the time when you have a market down, you get the bonds up. Well, yesterday, you know, we had the market down, bonds up slightly, but really failed. If we go over and take a look at the TLT, which is the 20-year plus bond ETF, what you're going to see is that you're coming into the downdraft. And you're coming into that downdraft with 9 million shares versus 14.3 million. And bottom line is that TLT, we're at 138.70. I think it's going to test the 139.27. But thus far, it looks like you're going to have a failure at that level. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? Good old King dollar, folks. Sideways move out here again. It's trying to get higher, but it's going to need more price spread, and it's going to need more volume. What has happened on a continual basis with King dollar is that each and every time it tries to get sold down, the volume is anemic. You know, yesterday you had volume of only 10,000 contracts as it's trying to get the lower price. Didn't get into a lower swing point. Today you have 13,800 contracts. That's not enough to basically convincingly say that it wants higher price, even though it went a little bit higher. It was a sideways move. You know, we'll see how this shakes out, but to me, what it is saying is that you have 2 separate swings. One swing is the swing from August and laying out there at 96.21. It looks like that wants to get hit. The larger issue where I think wants to get hit is this 97.64, which was the July 25th swing high. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks, because we're going to be having Nike come out with numbers. Nike and Cintas. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We're going to be right back.